What's going on, everyone? So, Couples Q&A Part 2. For those of you that are new to this channel, this is my girlfriend Sarah. You asked us a ton of questions on Instagram, so we are going to get to them.
Okay, so question number 1. What have you both found out about each other that you didn't already know whilst living together? Example, annoying habits and such. So yeah, Rob and I just moved in together
About literally 1 month ago,
Yeah.
if even. And so this is our new apartment together. I knew she was clean, but she's a bit of a neat freak. And I didn't know the eating in bed is so excessive. You eat a lot of food in bed. And like the other day, she tried to bring a pack of crisps into bed and I was just like, what the hell are they doing in there? Get out. So that is kind of new to me, but you know, I'll let it slide.
Rob leaves lights on everywhere he goes. That would be one annoying thing.
Question 2, how old are you guys? I turned 24 in January and
I turned 23 on the 14th of February. Question number 3, how often do you both drink alcohol?
the last time I drank properly, I think it was at Christmas. I reckon we go out like with our friends once every 2 months, once a month if even. We're just not big drinkers. We'd just rather stay in and, you know, order a massive takeaway and watch a movie. That's just kind of.
I'd say I go out a little bit more than Rob, but still I don't go out that much, and we both don't like casual drinking. So if we ever go out to a restaurant or anything, we'd never get like a bottle of wine or like a few drinks. Like we'd prefer to just get like a Diet Coke or something. So we don't casually drink, like there's never any alcohol in the apartment.
And Sarah's hangovers are like unbearable. Like I have to tend to every need, so no, we don't drink often at all.
I get really bad hangovers, so I just don't find that it's worth it and just tend to stay away from it. So yeah.
Sarah, when are you going to start your channel, you fab girl?
Yeah, I've thought about this. I think what I want to do is kind of get more confident speaking on Rob's channel and stuff first, and then hopefully within the next year I will start my own channel, so stay tuned. What is your favorite exercise?
This isn't like the best exercise, it's just like my favorite one. I just love the feeling of a cable chest fly. I just love the contraction, you get a good pump from it. It's just the exercise I enjoy the most. Not saying it's the best.
Yeah, the exercise I probably am enjoying the most at the moment would be glute bridges. I've been doing them quite a lot. I just like the way it really isolates your glutes. So that would be at the moment my favorite exercise.
What are your favorite quotes?
So do you want to go first?
Yeah, my favorite quote is I'll either find a way or make one. It's just like I've been in some pretty tough situations, like where I just really have to come up with something and just literally find a way or make a way. So that's a quote that has always just kind of stuck with me. And I don't hear it too often as well. Like there's some quotes that are like you hear them just over and over again, but I don't think that's one of them.
So one of my favorite quotes would be, in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. I think that's really important.
I like that one.
Okay, it's a long one. What do you think has been the biggest reason you and Sarah managed to stay together for 5 years, especially considering the fast times we are living in and a generation of people who only date for selfish reasons?
Well, of course, you know, we're very fond of each other, we're best friends. But we've also been through a lot together, you know, we've experienced a lot together, and it's just brought us very close, and you couldn't really think of.
Yeah, there's not really anyone else I could see myself going to with the problems that I
and which we will talk about that in a later question too.
Yeah.
What's the best way to deal with a hangry girlfriend? Literally just put food in mouth. ASAP. Like I like have a break in case of emergency kit with like a bowl of cereal in it. Honestly, I just get a bowl of cereal into her mouth. She loves cereal. And she goes from like woman possessed to just normal again.
The places you visited together. So I just wrote them out here earlier on. So Rob used to have an apartment out in Spain. So we went there about 5 or 6 times. Marbella, which is in the south of Spain, love that place. We also went to Thailand at Christmas. We went on a J1 to California.
Yeah, in Santa Barbara, Isla Vista. If there's anyone who watches this channel from Isla Vista or Santa Barbara, please comment below. We have so much stories we could talk about, like Del Playa Drive.
Yeah, Rob and I worked together out there.
Yeah.
On State Street.
Yeah, it was such a laugh.
Yeah. We also have been to Ayia Napa in Cyprus. That's where my 6th year holiday was. And we've also been to Italy together, so.
That's all I can think of at the moment.
Yep.
When are you restocking LF gear? ASAP. This is one of the samples that came last week, and like when you get samples, they can be so hit or miss. Like we got a sample for the women's line, and it was crap. The material was good, the color and everything was good, but the fit was terrible. So send it back. It's not gonna do. So like when you get samples, if they're not good, that's like adding another 2 weeks onto production. But the t-shirts are already in production, so they'll probably be here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So ASAP, I would say 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, next question. Rob, will you have your own video on Alfie like Russell?
Yes, I will, so stay tuned. Will Rob compete this year, and would Sarah ever think of competing? As you know, I'm cutting now just in general for YouTube, fitness modeling, body power, just because I want to look good when I meet everyone. Tons of video shoots, like really big video shoots coming up. So that's what I'm cutting for, and if there is a competition on and the time is right, I'll enter it last minute and just go on stage, maybe even at Body Power, we'll see, but nothing planned, and it'll be last minute if I do. And Sarah, would you ever think competing?
Personally, I don't really think competing's for me. Definitely I would like to cut down for a photo shoot or something like that, but yeah, I don't really think competing's for me, but never say never. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. How would Sarah feel about moving to LA if you ever decide to?
I would absolutely love to move to LA. I've always wanted to live somewhere that just has good weather, and Ireland obviously doesn't provide that, so yeah.
No, our lease is up for here in January or February, so depending on how this year goes, I'd love to spend a year on the West Coast.
Okay, next question. What does Sarah do for a living? So I've just finished college. I spent 3.5 years studying to be a teacher. Yeah, so now I kind of am at the point where I really need to decide what I want to do. I'm currently working for Rob as manager and just organising everything for him.
Yeah, so she's currently looking after all the clothing, the manufacturing, she is getting my new website sorted. I seriously need to re-upgrade that thing, and working on another project that I'll be talking about in the future. So it's really taking a lot of time off my hands.
Yeah, basically just working as Rob's personal assistant, getting everything organised for him, keeping him.
My first employee. Is Sarah sponsored by Alfie? No, I'm the only one of the two of us who's in an actual contract, but at Body Power in May, Sarah will be helping out at the Alfie booth. And she was also sent the women's line, so that's also very nice of Alfie.
Have you two ever broken up but got back together again?
The answer to that is yes.
So Rob and I broke up, I think it was like 2 years ago. We broke up because obviously we got together when we were really young. So we wanted to kind of see what it was like to be apart, try to see other people and everything. But it only lasted like a month or two, and then before we realised that we just wouldn't like each other. We didn't really want to be with other people. So that's another reason. That kind of goes back to the question about, you know, how did you sustain a 5-year relationship? It's kind of like, you know, we've tried being apart and it just doesn't work. Last question, how many times a week do you train together? Would you recommend couples training together, pros and cons? This is a good question. Do you want to start? So Rob and I go to the same gym, and most days I'd say we end up going to the gym together, but we don't train together.
Yeah, it's good to like, I like training on my own. I think it's good, like, especially when you live with the person. Training, going to the gym can be your alone time, like your separate time. So sometimes it's good to separate that. But you know, if she needs a push, she'll ask me to come across the gym floor, help her with whatever she's doing. So we kind of do train together, but like we wouldn't be on top of each other every session. You need your alone time, you need to be separate, but sometimes it is good to train with each other. Alright, so that is a wrap. Let us know if you want this to become a regular thing, what sort of questions you'd like us to talk about, or even if you'd like the two of us to sit down on the couch and just talk about one topic. Because we could do those questions so easily, you know, definitely. Like we don't have to go out or anything, we can literally just sit here, shoot a video. So your feedback is always greatly appreciated. Leave the video a like if you liked it, comment down below. I'll catch you next time. Keep it real.
Bye.